They said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. This game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. At the 35, he's open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs with Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running backs.
Going to the ground, finding an escape route. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Grabs it in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he'll step into the end zone.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Taken down for a big loss on the return.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Let's talk about Alabama. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage trying to throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Lockett. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Gibson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback now breaking the field. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. A lot of touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Right back to the well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Under fire. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these 2 running games so far? It's dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Got his man downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with second and 11. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Quick release on the RPO. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's got his man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Takes a handoff. It's Gibson. Creates a little space. Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
Using his feet. And the ball slipped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. Got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll try the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He might want another play. To the air, it's Reed. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The crank up the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Back to pass, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Finds his man. It's Hale. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And it is hardly a big surprise if this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Oh, what a move. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. For better fortune this time around. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now rolling to the left. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. It's Lockett.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for a crease to the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. On the move, it's Gibson. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. A veritable Crimson Winston. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
They go to the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a man on the right. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Reed. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times. Make him feel uncomfortable.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Reed. Keeps looking downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Pressure. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Let's it fly. Touchdown tie. Quick strike through the air for a score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
Number 19 sets a kickoff.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Going to the running game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They go right back to it. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Marches ahead. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Touchdown, Longhorn! Great job by the back on the option. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arkansas is currently up big right now. So much so, feels like we can hear Pig Sooie inside our studio. They're up 14 over Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Got the first down and more. what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a crease, it's Pringle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Alabama quickly back to the line. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab on the right. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run, but now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David Powell.